Oi, have you heard of the DaggaDaze? DaggaDaze? What's that?
What up, y'all? And welcome to another episode of the DaggaDaze Show. Today, we're gonna get straight into. We're gonna get into our morning meditation, our moment meditation. We've got. Let me look at the little cheat sheet I got here. But we got also. We're gonna go into our current events, a little bit of juggling, and then of course some skateboarding. We might not have a full skate segment today, but we're gonna have something a little more inspirational, something a little more funny. Just wait and see. So, welcome again to the DaggaDaze Show, and let's get into our moment meditation. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'm going to consult my cheat sheet because we're going to our current event, and our current event is, I don't think any of us knew this. Well, none of us born before or after 1968, but apparently Disney, of all places, has been self-governing this entire time. Basically, to boil it all down real quick, layman's terms, they've been running by their own rules since 1968, and so has 5 or 6 other resorts or places that are big enough to do that. So that means they've been avoiding certain taxes that is American taxes. It reminds me of that episode of Family Guy when Peter decided, Petoria, I think that's what he named himself, but when he decided to sanction himself away from the rest of the country and he make his own country. That's how I'm reading this. So I'm just going to share the clip, them talking about it. It gets a little sticky. It gets a little heated. And it's just wild to me to think that, like, dude, you guys are making all this money and also so under wraps doing whatever the hell you want. Like, you don't have to check with nobody. What? And Florida... So what has spiraled all this is apparently they're trying to up Florida prices to be like California, and shit, I was gonna move to Florida, and that seems like if that's gonna happen, I'm not moving to Florida. But they're gonna up Florida prices to match California prices, and Floridians are not about that. They're like, nah, we ain't doing that. You gonna pay some taxes if we gonna do that, and so. Here, I'm gonna play the clip for you, and you'll see.
Florida State Representative Randy Fine, he filed the House legislation in the state that would eliminate Disney's self-governing status. He's been in the middle of all of it. Representative Fine, thank you so much for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Tell us why you filed the legislation to begin with.
Well, when Disney kicked the hornet's nest several weeks ago, we started taking a look at special districts, and we found that 6 of them had been created before the Florida Constitution was actually put in place. And they had all sorts of weird things in them. For example, Disney had the right to take land outside of their district. They had the right to build a nuclear power plant without state oversight. They didn't have to follow zoning laws or safety codes. And we said some of these things just don't make sense, not only in Disney, but in 5 other special districts around the state.
Representative, let me ask you this, though. You're conservative. I believe you believe in free speech. You've been outspoken about free speech.
Oh, absolutely.
Fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's the thing that I'm trying to reconcile. It appears, and I think even just based on what you've said in terms of kicking the hornet's nest, that this is legislation that really is in retaliation for free speech, no?
No, I also believe in free markets. And the state of Florida for 55 years has given Disney special privileges that its competitors down the street don't get. Universal Orlando has 3 theme parks to Disney's 4. They don't get the Jurassic Park Improvement District to regulate themselves. Neither do Legoland or SeaWorld or Busch Gardens. They seem to manage just fine. People have wanted to deal with the special district for decades, but Disney had the political power to prevent it for decades. What's changed is by trying to bring California values to Florida, Floridians have said, all right, you're a guest in our state, maybe you don't deserve those special privileges anymore.
But that's why there is, to some degree, fair to say, this is retaliation for their speech. Is there any other way to look at it in that context?
No, I absolutely don't think that's fair to say. I think what it is that a issue that people have wanted to tackle for decades is now possible to be done because
of something they said.
You actually said they kicked the hornet's nest, and so then you started looking into special districts. So it does seem like a cause and effect relationship that they said one thing, and then you then looked at revoking special district status. Is that right? Because that's what you just said.
I think what they did is they said, we want to bring California values to Florida. We want to come in and misrepresent laws that the legislature has passed. We actually want to tell Floridians how they should live their life the California way. And Floridians said, we've had enough. You're a guest in our state. You aren't owed these special privileges that your competitors don't have, that no other company has in the state of Florida. We're going to take a look at them, but we're not just going after Disney. We're going after every special district, and there are 6 of them that were created before 1968. When you kick the hornet's nest, sometimes when people look at things, sometimes they identify issues that they didn't know about. In Tallahassee, we're not Washington, D.C. We find a problem, we go and tackle it.
Representative, what kind of message do you think this sends to other businesses that are thinking about relocating to Florida, and to the extent that they would be relying in any instance on certain laws that are in place today, what those laws could potentially look like in the future?
Well, we're in good shape. A number of years ago, Florida got out of the business of providing special considerations to companies. We don't do that anymore. This is an artifact of that time where one company in the state is literally allowed to secede from the rest of the state and govern itself. No other company in Florida in any industry has this right. And so I think this is something that makes sense to do in general. But because of the way Disney has behaved, there's now the political will to do it. People have tried to do this before. They've just been unable to.
How do you deal with the issue of the cost to taxpayers? This district in particular has $1 to $1.7 billion in debt that then would get transferred to local governments, which would amount to about $1,000 per taxpayer. Who pays that? How can you make the case that Floridians should foot that bill?
It's a great question. It's also not true. The Reedy Creek Improvement District. No, the Reedy Creek Improvement District is a local government right now. So the taxpayers of that district already owe that money. Yes, it would go to other municipal governments in the same place. But the other thing is the revenues go along with it. Disney is taxed by this improvement district. Those taxes are used to pay that debt. Those taxes will continue to be paid. They'll just be paid to Orange and Osceola County instead of this special improvement district. The taxpayers will actually could end up saving money because you've got duplicative services that are being provided by this special district that are already being done by those municipalities.
Representative, if Disney could leave Florida, would you be happy?
Of course not, and nor will they. But I think it is fair to say, why should Disney be able to govern itself when their competitors do not? See, I'm not only in favor of free speech, I'm also in favor of free markets. And this is crony capitalism of the sort you would see with oligarchs in Russia.
Wild, right? Like, who'da thunk it? Like, I guess we all have these controversies and things that we talk about that hypothetically usually what we're talking about, but like the fact that y'all already had some shady shit, kind of already controversy out there, and now come to find out you guys have been since 1968 avoiding, what is it, like $1 billion worth of taxes that you would have been paid up by now? Nah. Alright, so now we're gonna go on to TikTok on the clock with DaggaDaze. Check it out.
What would you do if both of us broke into your house?
Broke into my apartment. It's 2 white females. Broke in just now. I'm scared.
Bro, that's some bullshit, bro. That's my house. But that's my house. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be
Nobody's more stubborn than an Android person.
First of all, it's person with an Android. That's why the I in iPhone stands for illiterate. Second of all, nobody is more stubborn than an iPhone user who tries to convince a person with an Android that an iPhone isn't a piece of shit. Because if you take an iPhone away from an iPhone user, what do they have? Because it's not a personality. If y'all was more concerned about your phone and not my phone, because your iPhone will never be my phone. Because if that's the case, it'd be a Wii phone. And if it's gonna be a Wii phone, are you gonna buy it for me? Tell me. Are you gonna buy it for me? They're always telling us to get us an iPhone, but never offering to pay for it. Where's the money bag? Didn't have the nerve to call us broke. I'd rather be broke than stupid, because one of the things you can fix. But you know what I never have to fix? My spine. Because my
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Quick fashion question. Should I wear this Tech 9 with the high top? Or should I wear this Uzi with my low top? I'll just wear these then.
How Jamaican parents cool your food.
Make yourself put on your clothes, make me cool your tea. This steam a come off a hit there. Hey, this man, cause you waste time. You not put on your clothes yet? Alright, you good now. It's a ginger tea, yeah. Catch up your stomach. Good for everything. When you drink the porridge, don't take it from the middle. Take it from around the side. Take it from around the side, because the side cooler than in the middle. So you take up the porridge from around the side. Alright?
Here are a bunch of scenes that make me think of cancer signs.
Cheese pizza?
Yeah.
You're making that?
Yeah.
I think a lot about it, and I think you're right.
I know. About what?
I'm gonna get that gun of mine, and I'm gonna change you from a rooster to a hen with one shot.
You know what else is interesting? Grenades.
Can't deal with human emotions on an empty stomach. Makes me.
Hello, fellas. Let's get to work.
Is the worst, Chris. I mean, I know it keeps you healthy, but God, at what cost?
I'm gonna die alone. Oh no.
Really, the little girl thinks because she can scream, she can get away with everything. I can scream too. Ah! Ah!
3 of the hardest things for people to say: I was wrong, I need help, and Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire.
Oh, hey, honey, I just got home from work. You have a house project for me to work on? Awesome. I love working all day and then coming home and working all night as well. Nothing I'd rather do every single night than work on some more work. I love when you tell me how to drive. It makes me feel super safe. Plus, I've been in 0 accidents and you've been in 4 just this year, so you're totally qualified to tell me how to drive. Hi, honey. Yes, so glad you called. I actually was just thinking about how much work I have to get done today, and I could totally use a call from my wife. No, I love giving you a back rub while you cry. I'm actually really glad that you've rejected all 6 of my solutions I proposed. The best option is just to keep crying about it. You're doing a great job with directions. Keep forgetting to tell me where to turn and which exit to take. It's super helpful. Hey honey, I'm just looking at the bank statements. I love that you are spending $9 on a drink at Starbucks every day. There's no way you could make the same coffee for a fraction of the price here at home. Yes, I would like to hang out with your family instead of my friends. They're way too fun anyways. You constantly gasping and pointing out things while I'm driving makes me feel super uneasy, which I love. You called me to tell me that you went through the drive-thru instead of going into Starbucks today? Wow, what riveting information. Glad that couldn't have waited until tonight. Wow, thanks for cooking dinner again tonight. Yes, it was a little burnt, but I love eating burnt food. There's nothing more I'd rather eat than a burnt piece of lasagna. No, I don't have a secret stash of food in the garage for when you burn dinner, and I'm definitely not about to make up an excuse to go out to the garage so I can indulge in that secret stash of food. Nope. You know what? You're right. We should remodel the kitchen again. We've only done it 3 times since we moved in. I'm getting sick of these brand new countertops as well. I would love to watch The Bachelor instead of Monday Night Football tonight, especially because everyone on that show is super rational and doesn't need any therapy. No, keep rambling on about your sister. I would love to spend another half hour listening to you talk about the same thing over and over again. Work can wait. You saw Chip and Joanna Gaines do the same project in 3 days? That should be no problem since we both have the same access to tools, help, and resources to get the project done. You want to go to Target tomorrow night? Of course I'll go with you. I don't care about Tuesday night poker with my guy friends that I've been doing every Tuesday for the last 10 years. I'd much rather go to Target than have my freedom. Yep, Yeah, can't believe she said that. Of course I would love to do the dishes instead of watch the football game. Dishes are fun. Yep. Yeah, oh God. Wow, really expensive makeup just went on sale at Ulta for the same price as normal.
Yeah, I'm not forcing a damn thing when it comes to relationships, bro. If you want to be with me, then you gonna be with me. If you think you can find better than me, then go get that shit. Go find it. Respectfully, I do not care, because I'm not forcing nothing. Not a damn thing.
Question. Why is it that black mothers mistreat their daughters just for their daughters to become the only ones they can depend on? Like, let's be clear. I love my mother very much. I am healed. I know that she's not just a mom. She's a human being who had her own mom. And all I can do is break the generational curses. But I'm not going to lie. I just be thinking sometimes like, girl, where are your sons? Where are the ones that could do no wrong in your eyes? Why are you calling the one that you was kicking out every other goddamn week? The one whose phone and shoes and clothes you were destroying? Like, forgiving you for the trauma? Yes. Forgotten it? No. Like, I just think it's so crazy that the most mistreated child always becomes the most dependable. And I mean, I know why. It's because we didn't have a fucking choice. We didn't have a safe space, so we created our own. And now you want me to share it with you? Oh, Jesus.
All right, yo. What am I going to juggle today? Well, I don't want to juggle that. I'm going to juggle a grinder with the top hopefully doesn't fall off. You know what? That's scary. The top is going to fall off. Never mind. Keys. Garlic. And what else I got in your vicinity? Keyring. Or whatever you call this thing. Lanyard thing. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna tilt it. Alright, y'all. Here we go. Garlic. Keys. This thing. Probably, I feel like I'm gonna drop the garlic most. Guys, it's just so it's tiny. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and. It was the garlic that I dropped. But it wasn't. I didn't drop it because I dropped it because I was trying to stop, I think. So let me try it again. Oh, dropped the lanyard. Or this thingy, whatever you call it. Oh, shit. Caught them all, and we good. So, out of the hardest things, this was the easiest thing to catch. The keys, of course. This was the second hardest thing to catch. And this was actually the hardest thing to catch. I don't know why, but I think it was because it was just a weird catch. And when you catch it with the O-ring, and you might get it caught on your finger, it's kind of hard to like get it off your finger and throw it back in the air real quick. But yeah, that's it for our juggling section. Go, will it juggle? And it did. Let's go. We're gonna go right into. Sorry, the show might be going a little quick today, but we're going into our free game gospel. The free game today. What can I share with you today? Free game gospel. What gets measured gets managed. I'll say it again. what gets measured gets managed. The reason I say this is that I do a lot, I'm always working, but I'm always feeling like I'm not getting anything done. The reason for that is because I'm not good at measuring what I'm doing. When I do look back on my accomplishments and my things that I do, I'm very surprised, very shocked, very impressed and proud of myself usually. But at the same time, I'm frustrated with the idea that I wasn't able to feel that as I was accomplishing my goals. So, this isn't even straight out of my mind. This is something I read out of a book, and it stuck with me ever since. What gets measured gets managed. So, I understand I'm not the only one that probably deals with this kind of thing. I'm not the only workaholic out here feeling like I'm doing nothing, spinning my wheels. Check in with yourself. Check in with yourself on a daily basis, weekly basis, as much as possible, honestly, to keep yourself and congratulating yourself when applicable, when needed, to keep your fire going and not get burnt out. Because, hell, you might be able to tell right now, I'm a little burnt out, but I'm still going, I'm here, I'm making the show, and I'm not giving up. So yeah, what gets measured gets managed. And so, like this show, for instance, if I fell off today, I would have to measure that as I don't want to say failure, but as I fucked up. Like I'm not being consistent enough for you guys. I'm not going to be consistent enough for my algorithms. I'm not going to be consistent enough. So that's on me for my non-success. So I can measure that. What gets measured gets managed. Free game gospel, and we're gonna end it with a little talent show, and we out. This thing is out of tune. Alright, now that we're in tune, you might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. You might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. I've lost my mind, and all I want is money, but I still hold some sanity, cause that need for the money does not outweigh that need for a family. Yeah, no, shouldn't be drinking. The drinking leads to thinking. The anger, depression is a lesson I'm still learning. But I got it in my system, and it's hard to stop and listen. And it's hard to keep my mouth shut when I'm screaming, shut the fuck up. Whether you deserve it, whether you just earned it, whether you deserve it. This wine got me lit. You might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. You might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. I got this love in my heart, my pain away. You escape with my antidepressant, sit here, get lost in my thoughts. Probably stop in a minute for a cigarette. Got these thoughts stuck in my head. Caught in flows of different oceans, caught in flows of different emotions. First up and down, just doing what my heart is told. No, my mind don't understand. No, my mind don't understand. What I do know is you might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. You might get all the money, but you'll never be impossible, you'll see. No, you can't, no, you can't. Be happier than me. No, you can't, no, you can't. It's impossible, you'll see. No, you can't, no, you can't. Be happier than me. I'd like to see you try. Have a great day, y'all. Be real happy. As happy as you can be. Cause I can't be happier than you. You might get all the money, but you'll never be happier than me, happier than me. Sing it. Happier than me, happier than me. Gonna play it out, yo. Last note sucked, but we out of here. Have a great day, y'all. We're gonna shut this ukulele off, and yeah, have a great day, y'all. Thank you for showing up again for the DaggaDaze show. This will be on repeat all weekend long, till Monday when we'll have another episode, of course, and we'll get back into it. Thank you. And next week, hopefully, I'll get some of these artists to meet up, and we'll get some of these interviews doled out for your viewing pleasure, and you guys could discover some new artists, some new music from all over the place, because I'm taking any and all artists. If you're an artist watching this now, if you've got a message that you want out now, I'd love to get you on the show and get you on my rotation. That would be sweet. As well, anyone that wants to sponsor or anybody looking for some advertising space, I am looking for some people to help sponsor the show so that we can have some income coming in and help me not stress out while I'm making these things, because I'm definitely taking some time out of I'm taking my free time to do this, and I enjoy it, don't get me wrong, but to a certain extent I know that I need to be able to feed myself and feed my family. So anyone that needs to get the advertising out there, I'm doing the work, and so you're gonna get eyeballs. So no matter what, I'm gonna be doing the work. It's a question if you wanna hop on my bandwagon and rise up with me. So thank y'all. Have a great day.
Boy, have you heard of the DaggaDaze? DaggaDaze? What's that?